The woman was about to walk out of the grocery store. A bullet came out of nowhere and tore into her arm, but the place was completely empty. There was no one inside. She immediately dropped to the floor and hid beneath a shelf. Then another shot rang out, this time barely missing her head. In a panic, she noticed a bullet hole in the glass. That was when she realized the shots were coming from outside. And worse, she was still right in the shooter's line of fire. She quickly crawled to the shelf on the other side and ripped part of her clothes to make a quick bandage for the wound. Then she started shouting her boyfriend's name because he was sitting outside in the car, but the music in the car was blasting so loudly that he did not hear her at all. Then she noticed his phone lying on the ground not far away. If she could just get to it, she could call the police herself. With that thought, she lowered herself to the floor and slowly began crawling toward the phone. But just as she carefully reached her hand out, a bullet shattered it instantly. The shooter was smart. He had already figured out exactly what she was trying to do and was ready to fire. Terrified out of her mind, she froze beneath the shelf, too scared to move. Then suddenly, a man's voice came through the store. She quickly looked around. That was when she realized the voice was coming from the walkie-talkie on the counter. It sounded like someone on the other end was trying to reach the store clerk. If she could get to that radio, she could ask him to call the police for her. At that moment, hope flickered back to life. She tossed a large bag of chips into the air to draw the shooter's fire. After doing it twice, she used the brief pause while he reloaded to sprint toward the counter. This time she made it. She grabbed the walkie-talkie and told the man that the store clerk had already been killed by an unknown gunman and that she was trapped inside the store. She begged him to call the police right away. But just when she was about to make it out of this nightmare, her boyfriend, wondering why she had been gone so long, walked into the store to check on her. He had no idea how dangerous it was inside. Before he even made it a few steps, a bullet struck him in the neck. The woman was horrified by the sudden scene and cowered off to the side, shaking uncontrollably. She wanted to run over and save him, but she was terrified the shooter would target her too. All she could do was watch as the life slowly drained out of him. Then another shot rang out, and this time he was finished. Seeing that, the woman completely broke down and burst into tears. A few minutes later, she forced herself to calm down. At that point, the only person who could help her was the man on the walkie-talkie. She explained the situation to him again, and to his credit, he immediately agreed to call the police for her. He told her the cops could be there in 15 minutes. But when she brought up her boyfriend, who had just been killed, the man on the other end suddenly said, "Yeah, 'cause I blew his head off."